Hello and welcome to the Find Your Voice mini course, and today we're going to be looking at the highs and lows of your vocal range with a few physical stretches thrown in as well. So get ready for that, be gentle with yourself, and if you'd like more, then of course you can explore at geraldinelatty.com for the full Find Your Voice course. Let's get straight to those warm-ups. A little bit of love goes a long, long way. A little love, a little love, a little bit of love, and I'm on my way. A little love, a little love, a long way, but we'll get there together. A long way, but we'll get there soon. Along the way, we can lean on each other. A little love goes a long, long way. A little love, a little love. This first one is to do with stretches, and I often thought that certainly in the early days of singing it was just about what happened here, my pharynx and my larynx and maybe my mouth and possibly my eyebrows in terms of expression. But actually it's to do with the whole of our bodies, and what stretches do is it begins to move the air around our bodies. One of my favourite stretches is literally doing the breaststroke. So just do that with me. Stretch out in front of you and do the breaststroke right the way up. I'm not even sure if I'm doing it correctly, whether I would actually stay afloat in the pool, but for our purposes today, this is what we're doing. So stretch out right the way around. Let's do one more, then I'll tell you what it's actually warming up. One more stretch all the way around. Fantastic. So what's happening is you're stretching all the way across your back. And that is a really good principle, because what you're going to need when we're taking deeper breaths is that stretch around the back that makes sure that you don't then get, sometimes you get that stitch or it just feels a bit tense. When you've warmed up, it means those muscles are supple and ready to be expanded when you take in that breath. And also, as we're going right the way around, opening up our chest muscles here, again, that's opening up that place for our lungs to expand. So yes, it's just the breaststroke, but actually what it's doing is it's warming up all of that upper body area so that you've got enough room to breathe. So when you've got a moment, take a few of these and just do that stretch out. That's a stretch. Oh, I feel better for that already. I feel like I can breathe a bit deeper. Let me do one more warm-up, and like I said, we're going to do other warm-ups like this in the real thing. But this is just to do again with taking us across the range, and it's to the phonetic nay, N-A-Y, and it's going to be nay, 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 nay. And don't worry if you missed that the first time round, pause your video and we'll do it again. But I'll do three or four more of those, and then I'll tell you what it's doing. Nay, 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 nay. And again. Nay, 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 nay. Two more. Nay, 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 nay. And the very last one. Nay, 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 nay. And what that's doing is it's taking us very quickly across the height and depth of our range. So don't worry if you're doing it and suddenly you're thinking, oh, I sound a bit squeaky at the top, or I don't feel like I'm going low enough at my bottom range. You'll have noticed that even as I was doing that, there was stuff happening in the middle where it didn't quite feel like it was going. That's what warm-ups are about. Warm-ups are warming it up so that becomes a smooth progression from top to bottom. Let's do two more and you can warm this up with me. So this one is just warming up our voices as we go through our range. Are you ready? Two more with me. Here we go. First one. Nay, 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 nay. Keep that smile. And the last one here. Nay, 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 nay. Now there'll be a range of other warm-ups that we will do. Warm-ups that apply to our breathing and how to sustain our breathing. Warm-ups that apply to keeping our chords connected all the way through our range. Warm-ups that apply to our articulators that we talked about earlier. And warm-ups that continue to talk about flexibility, which is to do with how smoothly we move from one note to the next note. Well, how did you find it with all of those stretches? I hope you enjoyed that. And next week I have the absolute honour of celebrating your voice, your tone with you on the Find Your Voice mini course. If you want to learn a bit more about this, then do check out the fuller course available at geraldinelatty.com. And in the meantime, sing free.